The seas are not what they used to be. A new storm rises on the horizon, darker and more dangerous than anything the Straw Hat crew has ever faced. Every island hides secrets. Every shadow holds a threat, and every friend could be tested like never before. Luffy and his crew are not just chasing a dream, they are racing against fate itself, where each choice could change the course of their journey forever. From terrifying enemies to impossible challenges, Season 2 is about courage, loyalty, and the relentless pursuit of freedom on the Grand Line. This story begins where the first season left off, with the Straw Hat Pirates standing at the edge of a new chapter. The world they sail in is vast, unpredictable, and full of danger, but also full of hope. The seas shimmer under the sun, yet the calm hides the brewing storms ahead. Every island they approach is a mystery, each one offering new opportunities and unexpected dangers. Luffy, with his unstoppable energy and unshakable determination, is ready to face whatever comes their way, but he is not alone. Zoro, his trusted swordsman, sharpens his blades with quiet intensity, always ready to protect his captain. Nami studies the maps, calculating risks, and cuts through the treacherous waters, her eyes reflecting both excitement and caution. Each member of the crew is preparing for challenges that will test not only their skills, but the very bonds that hold them together. Season 2 opens the door to far greater threats, where the enemies are not only stronger, but smarter. Villains emerge from the shadows, some seeking power, others revenge, and some who simply want chaos. Their goals may be hidden, but their impact will be clear. Shaking the very balance of the Grand Line, the stakes are higher, and the consequences of failure are severe. As the Straw Hats move forward, they will face battles that are more intense and obstacles that seem impossible. Yet, even in the face of overwhelming danger, the crew's determination remains unbroken. Their dream, the promise of freedom, adventure, and the ultimate treasure, the One Piece, is the light that guides them through the darkness. But the journey is not just about battles. Season 2 delves deeper into the world, showing the lives of people affected by pirates, marines, and mysterious forces. Each island tells a story of its own, revealing the struggles and dreams of its inhabitants. Some will become allies, joining the Straw Hats on their quest. Others will challenge them, forcing the crew to adapt, think fast, and fight with everything they have. The crew's interactions with these characters reveal their growth, courage, and humanity. It's a world where loyalty is tested, friendships are formed, and every decision can tip the balance between victory and defeat. Amid the danger and excitement, the emotional stakes are just as high. The crew faces moments of doubt, fear, and pain, reminding them that their path is not easy. But through these trials, they grow stronger, not just in strength, but in spirit. Luffy's infectious optimism and relentless courage inspire everyone around him. Zoro's unwavering loyalty and precision in battle set the tone for resilience. Nami's intelligence and careful planning often turn the tide when the odds seem insurmountable. Every member contributes, and their unity becomes their greatest weapon. The bonds formed through shared trials make the crew more than just companions, they are a family. And that bond will be tested as new threats loom on the horizon. Season 2 also hints at secrets from the past that will shape the future. Shadows from hidden islands, whispers of ancient powers, and rumors of legendary pirates begin to surface. These elements foreshadow battles and mysteries that will challenge the crew in ways they never imagined. The Grand Line is not just a backdrop for adventure. It is a living, breathing entity full of dangers, wonders, and legends for the Straw Hats. Understanding this world is as important as mastering their own powers. Every horizon they chase brings both excitement and danger, keeping the stakes high and the journey unpredictable. Fans will witness the Straw Hats navigating this vibrant, perilous world, balancing the thrill of exploration with the tension of impending conflict, setting the stage for an unforgettable season of adventure, emotion, and heart-pounding action. As the Straw Hat Pirates sail deeper into the Grand Line, the world grows darker, and new dangers emerge with every wave. Season 2 introduces foes unlike any they have faced before, ruthless, cunning, and relentless. These are not simple pirates or greedy treasure hunters. They are enemies with skill, ambition, and a hunger for chaos, from shadowy figures lurking on distant islands to powerful adversaries who can challenge Luffy's strength head-on. The crew must prepare for battles that will test not only their abilities, but their resolve. Each confrontation feels unpredictable, with traps, ambushes, and strategies designed to exploit weaknesses. Even the bravest hearts feel the weight of uncertainty as these adversaries force the crew to rethink their plans and trust each other. More than ever, the tension builds as the first encounters unfold. Villains reveal their powers in terrifying ways, showcasing abilities that defy expectation and push the Straw Hats to their limits. Some enemies manipulate the environment itself, turning the islands, storms, and oceans into weapons. Others exploit fear and deception, striking when the crew is least prepared. Each clash is more than a fight, it is a test of courage, wit, and teamwork. Zoro's swords flash through the chaos, Nami commands the weather to control the battlefield, and Luffy's relentless energy drives him forward even when the odds seem insurmountable. Every move, every decision matters, and one mistake can have catastrophic consequences. The sense of danger is constant, creating a pulse-pounding tension that carries through the entire season. Alongside these battles, new alliances begin to form, some fleeting and others lasting. Some characters who first appear as threats gradually reveal complexity, forcing the Straw Hats to make difficult choices: fight or ally, trust or suspect. The lines between friend and foe blur as motivations come to light. These encounters reveal the depth of the world beyond the crew, showing a network of ambitions, secrets, and rivalries that affect not just the Straw Hats, but the balance of the seas. Every island tells a story, and each confrontation leaves a mark emotionally, physically, and strategically. The crew's adaptability is tested, and their growth is visible in how they learn from every challenge, turning near defeat into lessons for the battles ahead. The stakes are raised even higher when the scale of the threats becomes clear, major. Antagonists of Season 2 are not interested in mere plunder. They aim to dominate, to disrupt, and to reshape the world in their image. These villains operate with precision, using both brute strength and cunning tactics to challenge the Straw Hats, whether commanding armies, controlling deadly abilities, or wielding secrets of ancient power. They create situations where failure is not an option. The tension is compounded by the unpredictability of the Grand Line itself, treacherous waters, sudden storms, and hidden dangers that can turn a small skirmish into a life-or-death struggle. For the Straw Hats, every decision, every move, and every alliance could determine not just victory, but survival. Yet, amid the danger, the crew's unity shines as their greatest weapon. The bond between Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and the rest of the Straw Hats grows stronger with each challenge, transforming fear into determination, even when facing seemingly unbeatable enemies. Their courage and trust in each other fuel their resilience. Season 2 highlights not only the thrill of battle, but the emotional weight of leadership, loyalty, and sacrifice. Each fight becomes a story of growth, where victories are hard-earned and losses leave lasting impact. The Straw Hats are forced to confront their limits, discover new strengths, and embrace the unpredictable nature of the Grand Line, proving that true adventure is never without risk, and true courage lies in facing it together. As battles rage and threats multiply across the Grand Line, the heart of the story in Season 2 is not just about power, it's about connection, growth, and the emotional journeys of the Straw Hat crew. Every conflict, every challenge leaves its mark, forcing the crew to confront not only external enemies, but the fears, doubts, and regrets within themselves. Luffy's boundless determination inspires those around him, yet even he faces moments where the weight of leadership, responsibility, and the dream of becoming Pirate King clash with reality. Each member of the crew carries their own burdens, their own dreams, and their own pasts, and the journey across the treacherous seas brings these inner struggles to the surface. Through moments of doubt and vulnerability, the crew's unity strengthens, showing that even in a world full of danger, friendship and trust are the most powerful forces of all. Zoro, ever stoic and disciplined, faces trials that challenge not just his strength, but his sense of purpose. His unwavering loyalty to Luffy and the crew drives him forward. Yet the battles reveal cracks in his armor, moments where his resolve is tested by enemies who are faster, smarter, and more dangerous than he has faced before. These encounters force him to rely not only on his skills, but on the trust he shares with the crew. Meanwhile, Nami, the navigator whose intelligence and foresight guide the crew through peril, confronts dilemmas that push her to balance caution with courage. Her strategic mind becomes a lifeline during dangerous storms and clever ambushes, while her empathy strengthens the bonds among the crew, reminding them why they. Season 2 also brings moments of heartbreak and revelation, showing that the Grand Line is as emotionally challenging as it is physically dangerous. Encounters with new characters, both allies and enemies, reveal the human cost of piracy, ambition, and power. Some islands bear scars of past conflicts, and the crew witnesses lives disrupted by forces far beyond their control. These experiences test their compassion and challenge their worldview, forcing them to make choices that weigh morality against survival. It is here that the Straw Hats' character truly develops, as they learn to navigate a world that is not black and white, where the right choice is often the hardest to make. Emotional depth and nuance are as central to the story as sword fights and sea battles, making the stakes feel real and the journey resonate on a human level. At the same time, bonds within the crew deepen in ways that transform them from a team of individuals into a true family. Moments of camaraderie, quiet conversations beneath the stars, laughter in the midst of chaos, and small acts of care during perilous journeys highlight the intimacy and trust that tie them together. Each member's personal growth is reflected in these interactions, showing how loyalty, empathy, and courage can triumph even in the darkest moments. Conflicts between crew members themselves, though rare, become opportunities for growth, teaching them patience, understanding, and the importance of unity. Season 2 emphasizes that the Straw Hats' greatest strength is not just their individual abilities, but the unbreakable bond they share, one that allows them to face overwhelming odds with confidence and hope. The emotional arcs of the crew are also intertwined with the larger mysteries and threats of the Grand Line. Hints of ancient powers, secret histories, and unknown forces create tension not only on the battlefield, but within the hearts of the crew. Every new challenge forces them to confront fears, reassess strategies, and rely on each other in ways they never imagined. The combination of danger, discovery, and personal growth creates a layered narrative that resonates deeply with viewers, showing that adventure is as much about the journey of the soul as it is about the pursuit of treasure. By the end of these early episodes, audiences witness a crew that is stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever, prepared to face the even greater trials that lie ahead. United not just by dreams, but by unshakable bonds of loyalty, trust, and friendship. As the Straw Hat crew sails further into Season 2, the world of the Grand Line explodes with chaos, danger, and adrenaline-charged action. Every island presents not only mysteries to uncover, but enemies who strike without warning, forcing the crew into fights where speed, strength, and strategy decide survival. The battles are no longer simple duels. They are massive confrontations that test every skill the crew has honed over time. Luffy, with his elastic powers and relentless will, faces opponents who push him to his absolute limits, forcing him to discover new techniques and tap into hidden reserves of strength. Each punch, each clash of power, reverberates across the seas, showing viewers that victory in this world demands more than courage. It demands growth, innovation, and a refusal to give up, even when everything seems lost. Zoro, whose swords have always been his identity, now faces opponents capable of matching his every strike, compelling him to adapt, think creatively, and push past exhaustion. Each swing of his blade is precise, yet carries the weight of responsibility, protecting his crew while confronting enemies who are faster, stronger, or more cunning. Meanwhile, Nami orchestrates the battlefield with a combination of wit and weather manipulating skills, turning storms into weapons and controlling the chaos to the crew's advantage. The synergy between crew members becomes evident as each battle unfolds, their actions perfectly timed, instinctively supporting one another. This seamless teamwork transforms what could be pure conflict into a dance of strategy, power, and daring heroism. Season 2 also expands the scope of conflict. Beyond individual duels, entire islands erupt into chaos as powerful enemies bring destruction, forcing the Straw Hats to confront challenges on a massive scale: explosions, collapsing buildings, and surging waters frame every action sequence, creating a cinematic spectacle that highlights both danger and heroism. The intensity of the battles is matched by the cleverness of the enemies, who use manipulation, deception, and intelligence to force the crew into impossible situations. Every clash tests not only strength, but resilience, forcing Luffy and his companions to adapt quickly, think several steps ahead, and never underestimate their foes. Each victory is earned through determination, teamwork, and the courage to keep moving forward even when the odds seem insurmountable. Amid the chaos, the stakes are heightened by the personal connections the crew forms with allies and enemies alike. Some confrontations reveal hidden motives, alliances shift unexpectedly, and betrayals threaten to unravel the progress the Straw Hats have made. These narrative twists add layers to the action, making each battle about more than survival. They are about loyalty, trust, and the consequences of every decision. The crew faces moments where one misstep could cost lives, emphasizing the relentless pressure of their journey. Even in the most intense moments, humor, wit, and camaraderie surface, reminding viewers that the Straw Hats bond is unshakable. Even in the face of overwhelming danger. By the climax of these confrontations, the Grand Line itself seems alive, challenging the crew at every turn. Powerful adversaries, unpredictable environments, and escalating threats push the Straw Hats into battles that are larger than life. Blending heart-pounding action with strategic brilliance and emotional resonance, every fight serves a purpose: advancing the story, deepening character development, and building anticipation for the ultimate showdown that looms on the horizon. Season 2 demonstrates that adventure in One Piece is not just about reaching the next island or defeating the next enemy. It is about the journey, the lessons learned through conflict, and the courage to continue sailing forward, no matter the odds. Through each explosive clash, viewers see the Straw Hats grow, adapt, and solidify their reputation as a crew capable of facing any challenge the world throws at them together. As a family united by dreams, loyalty, and unyielding courage. As Season 2 reaches its climax, the Grand Line becomes a stage for the ultimate confrontations where danger, mystery, and destiny collide. The Straw Hat crew finds themselves facing their greatest challenges yet, enemies whose power and cunning push them to the brink. Every island they have passed, every battle they have fought, has been leading to this moment. The stakes are higher than ever. Failure is no longer an option, and the consequences of mistakes could change the course of their journey forever. Luffy, driven by his dream to become Pirate King, feels the pressure of leadership more acutely than ever. Each decision, each strike, carries the weight of not only his crew's survival, but the hope that drives them forward through treacherous seas and against seemingly unbeatable foes. The season finale introduces revelations that shake the crew to their core: secrets from hidden islands, hints of ancient powers, and mysterious adversaries come to light, threatening to rewrite everything the Straw Hats believed about the world. Rival pirates reveal connections that intertwine past events with the present, while allies step forward, their motivations sometimes unclear, their loyalty tested by the chaos around them. Every twist forces the crew to adapt quickly, relying on both instinct and the trust they have built over countless battles. Even in the midst of epic confrontations, the Straw Hats must make choices that challenge their morality, loyalty, and courage, reminding viewers that true adventure is never without sacrifice, action reaches an unparalleled intensity in the final showdown. Luffy and his crew face battles that push their abilities to the limit, combining skill, strategy, and raw determination in fights that are as emotional as they are explosive. Zoro wields his swords with unmatched precision, cutting through enemy ranks while protecting his friends. Nami manipulates storms and lightning, controlling the battlefield in ways that turn overwhelming odds into tactical victories. Other crew members reveal new strengths, powers, and techniques honed through the season's trials, each action reflecting growth and resilience. Every clash, every maneuver, and every near defeat becomes a testament to the crew's unwavering spirit and unbreakable bond. The animation of these sequences is dynamic and cinematic, making viewers feel the intensity, danger, and excitement of the high-stakes battles unfolding before them. Beyond the physical confrontations, the emotional resonance of the finale is profound. Moments of vulnerability, courage, and sacrifice define the crew's journey, illustrating that heroism is as much about heart as it is about strength. Characters reflect on their past struggles, the people they have met, and the lessons they have learned, tying the season together with a sense of growth and purpose. Relationships forged in adversity are tested in critical moments, highlighting that trust, friendship, and loyalty are the true weapons against overwhelming odds. Even when facing near-impossible enemies, the Straw Hats' unity transforms fear into determination and despair into hope. This balance of action and emotion ensures that the finale is more than a battle. It is a story about resilience, growth, and the enduring power of dreams. As the CISO